what is your view of the national anthem protests that we see now inspired by Colin Kaepernick?
Well, first of all, I'm a John Wayne. I turned 79 years old yesterday. I served our country. Thank you very much, United States Army. Thank you, sir. I wish that our country had to do, every 18, with both genders now, had to serve our country in some way. I think we'd have a better country if they did. I was a patriot. I was a John Wayne when I came out of high school, and I respected authority. I was yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. I was raised that way, and to say it's wrong, I don't think it was wrong. It gave me a pretty good core value system. I understand. I look at it too today from their perspective. There is a lot of injustice. There's a lot of wrong. There's a lot of bias. Racism exists probably more today, I've said, in the last decade than it did the decade before. And I hate to see it because I felt, I lived in a locker room that was, this didn't exist in college or in pro football. It wasn't a part of it. The team unity, black and white player together, we worked together, we had one soul, one heartbeat, one pulse, and our goal was to win championships at Oklahoma, Big 8 national championships, and obviously the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl, which Jerry got it done, and the coaches he had. But you know, it doesn't have a place there. It's other ways to give your message out there. And if you're a good player and you got a lot of TV cameras stuck in front of you, you can give a good, concise message without degrading our flag and the flag of our country. Too many people have given their lives to protect our freedom that we are able to have today. We got the greatest country in the world. A lot of injustice, a lot of things wrong about it. Well, let me tell you something. We better rather live here than anywhere else, I promise you. And I think both of you know that.
Coach Switzer, Shannon Sharpe here, and you kind of touched on it.
Yeah,
with
Shannon.
your military background. If one of your players were to do this in college or the National Football League, how would you handle that player or those players?
Well, first of all, I'd try to educate them. First of all, I wouldn't react in the way of a disciplinary action because I'd try to understand their message. But I would try to let them understand my message, and hopefully I could educate them to understand it's not the right thing to do. It impacts them so much more negatively than it'll ever be positively because they've hurt themselves, they hurt their families, they hurt the people that are around them. And I think when they do this, they don't realize the consequences that will occur and unintended. And that does happen. But at the same time, I understand what they're talking about, but it's a wrong way to deliver it.
Coach, I think you're talking to a Shannon Sharpe here who is such a strong personality that he might have stood up to you. He might have said, Coach, I got to do this for the sake of my black community. And then I don't know what you two would have done at that point because I know you would have respected his position on this.
Well, certainly I would, but I would ask him to understand and listen to my position on this, and hopefully I could reach through to him. It's yeah, I don't want people. I know Shannon Sharpe. I've watched him play. He's a great player. He played for Mike Shanahan, one of my coaches.
Yeah.
Mike was one of my coaches at Oklahoma in the '70s, and Mike had a lot of good things to say about Shannon. And Shannon, I think you're the best guy on this program. You ought to have a big catch instead of Skip.
Thank you, Coach.
So Coach,
tell Skip, hey Shannon, tell Skip to start following me on Twitter. He might learn something about this game. Okay.
Nobody.
Coach Switzer, he doesn't even follow me. He follows no one. It's all about Skip.